We have four big things happening now. The digital revolution, which has been going on for 15 years, but it's primarily about AI now. So quantum computing, and of course before that we had the cloud and data centers, which is part of your business now. And this is going to change everything, right? The digital revolution, because AI is at the centerpiece of this. This part of it, the geopolitical revolution, what that basically means is that now we have a different world because America is no longer dominating the world. That changes everything, in good ways and in bad ways. So this is the key thing. I call it big blue, like IBM, right? And then we have big green, the sustainability revolution. Basically, if you're not sustainable, circular, people will clearly hate you. That's already true, but by 2030, everybody will hate you. Young people today will not go and work for an oil company. Many universities around the world have stopped allowing the oil companies to recruit at universities. So we're seeing the shift to green across the board in investing, in everything. There's still a lot of people investing in oil because the returns were good. But this is ending. And then we have the purpose revolution, which is primarily about saying that we need to have a wider view on life, not just profit and growth. If you're my age, we have a simple objective: prosper, grow, buy things. It's a simple agenda, post-war agenda. But now younger people, like my kids, they're 30 and 35, they're saying, what about people? What about the planet? What about a larger story? And they're coming into power. So this is a fundamental shift that you will also see in the stock market as people are coming in to do this. So those three things, just to make it easier, okay? For AI, science fiction is becoming science fact. Remember on Star Trek, you had the communicator? You land on the planet and you call the spaceship. We have that now. Right? We have WhatsApp and we can make free phone calls. We can make video calls. We can do all that stuff. We can make fake images and videos. And green is the new digital. So these two together are their sort of main agenda. Right? That's basically what's happening. The last one, you could say that if you're ambitious, right, sustainable is the new profitable. Today, I would say most people prefer to be profitable above everything else. Right? But this paradigm is changing. So that's where we're going towards the sort of 2030 time frame. This future is exponential. And we have to understand this because a lot of times we're saying like, okay, we'll wait and see. Right? There's no such thing as wait and see. Wait and see means wait to die. Because we're just, on this curve, we have no chance of inventing when we're late. Right? We have to move forward. So, we're in this situation where we're at 4 at the beginning of the curve, and in 2 years it's already at 64, and then it's going up to 256, and the next time it fills the whole screen. It's like that. So, we have to understand that we have to move quickly, that we're moving to a new economic logic. I don't know what to call it. Al Gore calls this sustainable capitalism. But in the end, we're moving to a new world, right? Where we're going from the profit and growth scenario to what the UN calls the Sustainable Development Goals, right? SDGs, like 20. But here's the thing. The stock market is 20 years behind what we really need. The stock market only measures one thing. I mean, it's tough because, did you pay a dividend? Did you perform? Did you, quarterly stuff. Now, in the future, we're going to have new stock markets. I'm working on a new stock market in Switzerland that will be based on the 4 Ps. So you don't pay dividend until you tick all the 4 Ps. The CEO gets paid on delivering on 4 things, not on one thing. That would be quite helpful for us. Now we're going from extraction to creation. The business of extraction was big, oil and gas. Now we're going to the business of creation. Digital ideas, digital ventures, renewable energy, solving problems. That's basically the business of creation, not of extraction. It's a completely different thing. You put down your flag, I think people will get what that means and where that's going. Especially these people will finally understand where that is heading. It's 4 revolutions and 5 Ps. So these are the 5 Ps where we are going on a global level. Roughly 2030, 2035, we're having that shift in economics. And it's kind of ironic, the worse it gets with the counter movement that we have, for example, in the US, the quicker we will get to the 5 Ps. It's forcing us to face the fact, like the budget that was just signed off in America, it's the quickest way that we're going to learn that doesn't work. I mean, it's the total paradox.